And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our Extreme Production series. Now it's time to make some calcium chloride, and we are going to need thousands of calcium chloride because it's used in a couple recipes. So the silicon process uses it as well as the titanium, and we are going to produce a lot of titanium. So I'm gonna try to expand on this as much as I can here. So the way that I looked at this, so we're gonna need, for each calcium chloride, we're gonna need 10 hydrogen chloride per second. So if we look at hydrogen chloride, we're able to produce 25 every second. And with that, with 2 of these, we'll be able to support 5 of these. So let's get down to it here. The hydrogen chloride is brought to you by the salt water electrolysis, and this is pretty much an even system. So we're going to need, I produced a ton of electrolyzers, Mark II and the wonderful Mark II chemical plants. So we're going to have 1 here. So for every 2 of these, so I'm going to just put this together. I'm going to try to create a system. So these are going to be saltwater electrolysis, and these are going to be hydrogen chloride, or yeah, hydrogen chloride. That's what I was going to say. And then for here, we're going to want a electric chemical furnace, and we can share, if we really want, we can share the salt, because salt we're able to make in 0.5 seconds. Now for plumbing, this is going to be a little trickier. Put 1 here, put this here, put that there, and then put a water thing there. Okay, that will give us enough for what? That'll give us 50. That'll give us enough for 5 of the calcium chloride, which is a chemical plant. So let's just space these out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's enough for 5 of these. Okay, let's connect these up. So that's kind of a closed system right there. And then the stone we can have come in right there. I think that should work. And let's set this up. Actually, no, we can't have it right there. Come to think of it. Because I need this space to load in the stone. So if we have... No, that won't work either. Should have spaced these out a little bit more. So let's... Because when I blueprint this, I'm gonna want to keep this design and then just spam it everywhere we can. So make sure those are built right. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now we got some space. I was trying to do it in a compact way, and so here, let's set this up there. Okay, so the output here will go out, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do beyond that. Okay, and then power. Let's organize power so it covers everything. I kind of want, see if we can sneak something like this in. That covers all of that. I'll try to, oh, okay, that doesn't, that would work perfectly right there. Nice and snug inside, but it really wouldn't give us a whole lot of leeway out this way. We'd have to snuggle it in somewhere else. I could rotate this whole setup down here, like so. And let's set salt again. Oh, I thought I queued that. Okay. So if we put this one here, we could sneak this one right there. And then we'd underground there. Pull in the stone. Send out the goodies. Like so. Okay, what are you guys missing? Ah, yes. They produce that hydrogen chloride, which we don't need. I think we have a ton of production down here, so we don't need that at all. So I'm going to void. Well, let's send it out first. I want to tile this, so I want to send this out if I can. Like so. That can go out, that can go out. And there's a little compact system right there. And let's set up these calcium chloride. Those are ready to go. Let's extend that so we're pretty much even on the top. And this side we've got a little space that we're little compact, but I think that's a good design. And we'll figure out how to route everything later. Okay, so I'm pretty sure. I know I've got these automatically crafting. And that's a little overkill. I really don't need a water pump for that. But I'm gonna keep it around. So this is calcium chloride, CH. So now it's just a matter of, I have a whole bunch of stuff on me, so let's see if we can use these first. And yeah, we've got substations, we've pretty much got everything there. So let's try to build a lot of these. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to want routed around this way. Let's leave a gap. Let them build. So this is where our stone is going to come from. And as you can see, we're basically going to be pulling it from one side of the belt. And that's an issue. So this is going to come across this way. Actually, this is the output, right? Yeah. So unfortunately, we're going to have to jog this out. Actually, we're going to need to jog it out sooner. And then we're gonna, let's do a balancer here, because when it comes around this side, it's gonna be a little lopsided. So the output one here, one here. Okay, so that output's coming down. That output. Just want to make sure my stone and my calcium chloride aren't going to mix. That would be kind of a bad thing to have happen. So, how many do we have? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We have 60 of these so far. I think if we're gonna, we might even go with a whole nother set over here. I'm gonna pick up those, and we're gonna connect the power here. Okay, so the other thing I need to do is reverse these. Okay, so these are going to be the garbage that we don't want here and here. All right. Interesting that we're on both sides of the belt there and we're not up here. It's interesting. So let's see if we can load these things into a void chest with a loader. Should be able to. So these are just getting voided. I still have to fix that, the localization on this. Okay, so we need to spin out some. Let's first of all, can we? I want to put this into a huge warehouse. And let's come down here and grab some of those. Okay. Now for the stone train, I have this little area down here ready to go. Have a train already loaded up. So we're going to add stone load, inventory full, and then add stone unload, inventory empty, and go, please. So the stone is on the way, and our warehouse should be done. It is. And we don't have logistics coverage here. I want to grab a few ports. Make sure this guy is in logistics coverage. Here comes the first load of stone. Granted, there's 7.5 thousand in there. That's quite a lot of stone. Let's start this process. See how far we go. I'm hoping the stone makes it all the way around. Oh, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is. We might even need more. Another belt coming down. It looks like we're going to need that. Okay. Okay, so let's make sure our stone is getting loaded in here. Once we're packed on the lines, it should continue to progress here. Hopefully get us through to the end. If not, I can pull out a second line of stone. And I can underground it underneath all of this. The other thing I could do is do a requester chest on stone. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we've got some in the logistics system just because. Okay, so now we've made it up to here. Unfortunately, let's see. We're going to rotate these down. We're producing this stuff so fast. And then one last one here. So I can come in here and set a couple of these to put on the inside of the belt. Don't know how a system is going to work until you start using it. Quite a lot of those on the inside. There we go. Now we're loading up. That's good. And let's get that second line of stone in here. Where do we want to put that in? Let's skip this one, that one, and this one. And then shove it all into that. There we go. So that should pop up through here. And then basically really push a lot of stone downstream. Which will get this other one operational here. Ooh, look at all the calcium chloride here. That is crazy. There we go. A little bit more throughput. Now, can we go even crazier with this? I think we're gonna have to figure out a way to load this stuff up. Oh, I should have put this over one. I'm gonna, oh yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, if I put this over one, I could merge these in, or let me just take this, merge it in like that. We might even need more stone over here. We are pushing a lot of material through this at the moment. So that should hopefully satisfy demand for a little bit. Let's see what our production is. 3.8 thousand a minute. That's not too bad, actually. And stone is not getting really all the way to the bottom here. So that's kind of an issue. Kind of an issue. So we're gonna have to think about maybe another set of stone or a longer train. I could always put a longer train in, as you know, we've got plenty of space here for more trainage. and plenty of production. I just wanted to get this up and running as soon as humanly possible. But now we seem to be pretty steady coming in. A lot of stone now coming around that bend. Now that everybody's full, getting a lot more production. Okay, so that will open us up to getting some silicon plate going, and I want to immediately double this up. Okay, so we've got quartz coming in. I'm going to put in a little gap right here. So I'm going to do another 20 of these. Because these do not craft very fast, and we're going to be using quite a lot of them. So these go through. And then the output, I'll bring this direction. And then we can basically bring them through like so. And I still have my insert. Oh, the inserters are not spaced right. So these are going to be a little bit trickier. So let's try. Actually, let's see if we can just do the inserters. We're going to go out in the middle. Okay, so let's take this, clear it. I just want the inserters, so I'm gonna cancel all of those. And we're gonna set up just a little bit of inserter action. Okay, so let's flip this around, put one there, put one there, and there. That takes care of a whole lot of work. I love doing blueprints. I love the savings of time that gives us. All right, the routing of materials now. I'm going to put the quartz on the top because the bottom we're going to need calcium chloride coming from this way and carbon coming from this way. Ooh, that was an army of bots that just dropped by. And I'm out of belt. So that's easily remedied. So calcium chloride, here we come. I'm going to bring this up. Q, not E. There we go. Give myself a little space. And now we should be pushing a ton of calcium chloride through there. And we can do quite a few things with silicon plate. We're going to also need some carbon to make that where is it? Silicon carbide right here, which is a chemical process. And let's push this through, just so we have that fully manned. And now for the carbon process, which I don't think has been touched in a long time. But again, we're gonna wanna ramp up production over here. At least twice what it is right now. So let's see if I can't do that. I did upgrade the belt. for the raw coal. But we're gonna need a little bit of TLC here. I'm gonna copy the whole, yeah, I'm gonna copy the whole 9 yards here. All the pipes and everything are in. I don't want the red belts, so I think I'm gonna give this a carbon icon, although that's kind of hard to see, so whatever. And then with the upgrade planner, I'm going to upgrade. Where'd it go? There it is. So now all that red belt is now blue belt. Okay. Which I have to upgrade manually anyway, just because. So let's plop that one right there. I think I'm automatically crafting these. I'm pretty sure I am. And then we're going to want to upgrade. Actually, I have an upgrade on me, upgrade planner, so we can just upgrade these. There we go. The coal is rolling. Everything is powered and happy and watered. Okay. So the first thing is we're going to want a split right here because we need to route some of these up above the rail, and we should be able to stretch all the way across the rail. Oh yeah, easily. Cross the rail really quick, and let's then, I'm pretty sure this spot right here is going to be good enough, because we're going to need it for titanium, and we have a titanium setup up here, a secondary titanium setup, so we're going to need it for that. Okay, so let's cross that over. There we go. Here comes the carbon. Everything is ready to go, and we will be able to then power everything. And I'm out of substations, which I have right down here. I have been doing research in between episodes, so I'm getting quite a bit of it done. I think we're right there. Okay, the last step is power. There we go. And again, this is a 7-second craft. It's a long craft. And we might need some more. Might need some more calcium chloride in the middle here, because we're using quite a bit of it right now. So if we look at our production, calcium chloride, we are producing 3.6 thousand per minute, consuming 940 ish per minute. So yeah, we've got a surplus, which is what we want. And now we've got silicon plates ready to go. I'm going to load those into a chest. Oh, I'm out of loaders. I'm pretty sure I have a line of those right there. and there's some silicon plate. And that'll do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.